All right, so I'm gonna recap gold and what you call Nas. Okay, I'm gonna recap gold and Nas. Okay, so last night we had this level here. It was super nice level. Um, so here's what I'm thinking, right? So we open here, we dump. Um, and off of the dump, we're making hourly fair value gap, hourly inverse fair value gaps, whatever. And I mean, hourly inverse to the downside is a great indication of bearish order flow to come, and that's what we got. So um yeah, so yeah, we got that, and then I'm looking. Okay, I think I'm overall bearish on the high time frame, but do I think we should rebalance higher before doing any of that? And I thought yes, I thought so. So I had this level marked out, aligned with the ledge, um, pretty much of this range. OTE of this range didn't end up hitting. I mean, in hindsight, it's a stretch, but if we're being real, that leg is already rebalanced, and then we have this. So we did hit true OTE of the range as well. So in that, like in this area of like Asia crossover to London, I remember that happening where we got that retest. It just tapped it to the tick and went down. This is like my second, third time hitting on a setup like this. I mean, demo, right? I could have just limit ordered here. I was super confident in this area holding, and like if I was on, probably would have took a 5 minute inverse, and then yeah, I probably would have took 5 minute inverse. And I like SMTs with gold and silver because I mean it plays, as you can see here, right? SMT at the high, boom. Silver never took and capitulate, right? So that was basically it. Right, a lot going on here though. We have a 1 hour CISD, we have unmitigated 1 hour for value gap, we have a ledge, we have OTE of the range, right? How you wanna kind of craft trades up. If we're gonna be honest too, right? 15-minute order block here, right? Retest, dump. So super high confluence area for me. Next time we get a setup like that, I'll probably just I'll risk $50 or something on it, and then let it play. I played for like a fucking. We could be on. I would say, if I'm sleeping, it would be 5 point stop, and then all the way to here, 51 points, 10.5 R. Okay, so that would be solid. But if not, we got the 5 minute inversion. We have the 5 minute inversion here. Stops at the high, and then we get protected. Yeah, it could have been a 1 hour wick OTE entry as well. Yeah. So I mean that was the gold setup that we missed on just because we were sleeping. If we get a high confluence area like that again, right? Ledge, OTE, true OTE of the range, unmitigated hourly fair value gap, 15-minute order block. I mean, like, bro, 4 confluences. Let's be real here. We could get a deviation. This looks good. Boom, bro. Stop playing with the boy, bro. Like, boom, right there. Let's look. 1 minute. Oh. I mean, that's all. You have this. I mean, it's a cute one. Right? But it's like the max expansion, right? I don't know. Okay, so that was gold. That was a gold setup we missed on just because we were sleeping. We don't. Oh, SMT at the high as well. SMT here. So I mean, super super good. And then the fact that we showed bearish momentum. We manipulated higher, made imbalanced price action. It's kind of easy, right? We could add to the least, like like just break even at the middle of the range and then hold lower. Okay, but the Nasdaq. Okay, Nasdaq had a market open trade, a wick OTE entry trade that we just didn't hit on. We just weren't ready for it and stuff like that. So coming to the market open, we're gonna want to do stuff like this. Measure our wicks, our prominent manipulation wicks. Like we could say it didn't completely fill the new week opening gap. That's okay. You can look for a reaction off of it. And then if you see here, long from here, and then I'm gonna go over why it was just so bullish, was just so high confluence, but then we just have to find an entry, and this was a really good entry. It wasn't a wick on the hourly time frame, only the 4 hour. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, let's just take a seat back and look at everything. Okay, so we open here. This would be the true leg. Okay, right, we open here, boom, like we still didn't even rebalance the leg, but considering just a big dump accumulation, it's kind of easy to know price is going to go higher. And we look at the high time frame. You have 4 hour for value gaps. You could have just longed it to this bitch, but if it was me, I don't know. It would have just been the 4 hour for value gap. Yeah, 4 hour for 124 points, 33 points, two cons, 120, 124 times here. And the thing is, like, almost always, you can enter on this. You can limit order this wick OTE entry, and then if it's a losing trade, most of the time, if it doesn't hit your take profit, it's going to respect that level, then hit a meaningful level that you can break even, and then it's risk free at that point. So most of the time it's chill like that. Okay, but yeah. Yeah. But yeah. So that was that market open setup. And then if we scale in, cool, hold this between your legs. We got an ISMT closure. So once you get the ISMT closure, right? So once these candles close on ES and NQ, that's boom, ISMT. We already showed bullish order flow, and yeah, so yeah. Yeah, so then that was that entry, and then when we're looking at PO3, I was still bullish because we yet to rebalance this leg, so I wanted to see us go higher. I wanted to see us put a bottom wick here so we could go higher. We never got that. When you're considering your ADR, 20-day ADR is around like 400, 450 points, and looking from daily open, we already done like 450, 460, right? So in terms of ADR, we don't got much juice left, right? So this internal move made a lot of sense because we're not expanding the range here or here, right? So it makes sense. What didn't make sense was a short, right? That would just be low probability. It would be like, well, a short to expand lows, but I mean, even a short all the way down here was not high probability to me personally. But yeah, that's the day, and that's the day for you. Preserving capital, taking a day at a time. We're gonna hit on these setups, and bro, price action is not ideal right now if we're gonna be completely fucking honest. So I'm not beating myself up for it. Yeah, why would I, right? But yeah, that wraps it up. So gold takeaways. Gold, if there's a super high confluence area like that, I'm gonna short that motherfucker. Okay, I'm gonna place a limit order on the area with a 5-point stop and let it cook. Okay. But yeah. And then on NAS. Oh yeah, on NAS or on everything, we have to get the system because I'm pretty good with the OTE entries, but I be lacking, bro. I'll be lacking. I don't mark it out. I'm not aware enough about it, but yeah. So right, gold and NAS. Let's always mark out 4 hour, 1 hour, and 15-minute wicks so we can take trades off of them if it's in favor of our bias, right? It has to be a prominent wick, it has to be out of a significant PD array. If it's an SMT, even better. If it's a 15-minute and hourly wick, great. If it's 15-minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour wick, even better. Yeah. 4 hour wicks alone, great. 1 hour wicks alone, great. 15-minute wick alone, not as great. Let's look for a 15-minute combined with a 1 hour wick, and yeah. But that's some of my criteria for the wick OTE entries. But yeah, I mean, it played here. I mean, it's pretty much the model I'm working on of this wick OTE entry model. You could get a deeper dive if it was an SMT. Wow, holy smokes. Friday the 24th. Yeah, so it was an SMT. It was an SMT, which makes it even more high confluence. Okay, so, but nonetheless, we digress, we move forward, and we get better. So, yeah. Identify your wicks, identify your significant P arrays that you can see setting top or bottom wicking. Okay, I think if I really stop fucking around and really focusing on those things, you can start hitting these entries. But these wick OTE entries are what I'm really liking. Wick OTE and whatnot. All right. What criteria should I make for a limit order? There's a limit order, there has to be a ledge. If it's a limit order, it has to be an unmitigated. If it's a limit order, it has to be an order block. If it's unmitigated, if it's a limit order, it has to be at the OTE of the range, not true OTE. I think that might be a strict, not true OTE, true OTE. But yeah, GG's in the